Seasteading is the idea, it's a technology where people can go out into the ocean and make startup countries, startup governments. We're trying to offer people a new opportunity that they don't have anymore because all land is claimed. And I think that viewers of The Blaze are the perfect audience because they're looking for something new. They're frustrated. They know that we can't change Washington, but we could start fresh. And it's very possible it could happen today.
So it's almost like a nation fantasy league in a way. Like you're able to go out and create a place where you don't have to follow all the rules of the country you're in. You design your own. You think taxes are too high here, you make taxes lower in your seastead.
Sure. Americans are generating thousands of ideas for how to live together. Forcing our ideas through the bottleneck of the political process just isn't working. And we want to create a forum, a market of different kinds of governments on the ocean where people can try out their ideas and let's see what works.
Well, the greatest commercial for seasteading was the 2012 election. So there's a lot of people in the Blaze audience that actually are like, wow, what can we do different? People always have their ideas of what they would change and what they'd like to do. So walk me through sort of pragmatically what this looks like. Is it a ship off the coast?
Well, a ship would work. You could use a ship, you could use a barge, you could use a giant oil platform. There's lots of other neat ideas for engineering that are coming about. Pragmatically, it's going to take incremental steps because it's going to cost so much. So we got to start small and grow. And early on, we're going to take advantage of what exists in international laws. So you can be outside of one country's territorial waters while flagged under another country and get the laws of a third country of contracts. And just by using this jurisdictional arbitrage, you'll be able to get advantages that we don't have on any land-based nation right now.
Is this sort of what cruise ships do, essentially?
Yes.
Like, how does that work for them?
Cruise ships have already commandeered this space. They're already practically floating cities. They're the size of skyscrapers. About 10 million people a year are ferried by cruise ships. That's the size of Sweden. So they've already pretty much figured out how to play this jurisdictional arbitrage to their advantage. They hire from anywhere in the
Constitution on up. You can do essentially whatever you want.
Right.
Is that right?
Exactly.
Because I think people would say, well, I mean, you're going to go out there, it's going to be the Wild West, and everyone's going to wind up, there's going to be crime is going to be rampant, and people are going to be stashing all sorts of illegal money over there. How do you...
I think this is just a big misinterpretation. I've noticed on the Blaze Network, your friend Glenn Beck is promoting Independence USA.
Yeah.
But he wants to build it right here in Texas. It might be a great state, but you still have to answer the same federal government.
Yeah.
The only way to really have an independent city is going to be to go out to international...
Are you calling out Glenn Beck on his network? Is that what you're doing? Because I'll bring him in here. He will fight you. All right, you're
.org. They become a member. We're working on a project right now to try to get a market for the first seastead to be enabled. And if we get hundreds of people together, we'll be able to launch something in the next few years.
Very cool. And I will tell you that I'm already planning the Wonderful World of Stew, Seastead, the first policy, first amendment of the Constitution, universal tacos. So I'm just throwing it out there. That's coming to a seastead near you. Very cool.